Happy Vlogmas Day 17, I think. 15, 16, 17. We've made it to Wednesday. I say that every day because it's like I'm actually doing this. I'm actually really, and it's been so much fun, and you guys have been enjoying it. So what are we going to talk about today? I'm on my way to Aldi. I know. I haven't been there in weeks. I need eggs. I need mango. And Peter said sourdough bread. Whatever else I can find that's tempts me. I always go to they always have a section in the front that's like the stuff that's like the special of the week. So we'll see what we have. And so I thought we'd talk today about my favorite YouTube channels or websites, like internet things. You might be surprised at things that I've been watching. And it's just, it varies from time to time. But I think this one channel that is probably my favorite, it's been my favorite for a while. And I've been watching her, oh my gosh, probably since before COVID. So it's been over 5 years, was the Crazy Lamp Lady. She does thrifting. She goes to Goodwill. She goes to, well, she's a flipper is what she is. But originally, she was just going to Goodwill and flipping on, like, where you do the bidding, eBay and stuff like that. And people, because she's very niche, the things that she gets is very niche for people that watch her. So, and people collect things. But it's the things, she's really, and I tell you, she's just a girl who's just over the years but she knows so much about things. Like when she goes through, she can tell where she's amazing. This is a woman who, she was like a, used to be a metal detector and stuff like that, but she's a millionaire. She's literally made, and it's crazy to think, you know, but she hasn't, you know, she's so down to earth. I just love her. Her name is Jocelyn. I just love her. I mean, I just enjoy her channel, and but that's usually probably one of my very, very things that I watch. Pretty much watch every video she puts out. And then I found this other woman, Bianca something. If you want to know these channels, I can give you links. Depends on I should put them in the description box anyway. But Bianca Glover, I think her name is, or Glover, something like that. She's another one that does flips, but she goes to thrift stores and thrifts clothes, and she gets them and she makes them into something totally different. Like, oh my gosh, it's amazing the things that she makes. She should have like an Etsy store. Problem is, she's gonna make them all her size, which I guess is not a bad thing, because I'm sure she looks like she's probably a size 4, and I'm sure there's a market for that. But I mean, it's so adorable that she'll get this ugly this ugly dress that's probably from this, you know, late 80s, early 90s, and she uses it as material, and she just, I am astounded at the stuff that happens on there. So I've been really obsessing about her probably last few months. And another guilty pleasure, which I've been following her. She's a young girl. I don't relate as much to her as I do I don't really to all of them. They're all younger than me anyway. But this girl, she used to do subscription boxes back in, when my family was probably around again, 2020. When you find a lot of things because we're stuck at home and we watch television. Her name is Mikkel Jancy, and she does vlogs, and she's I watched her hit 100,000 on YouTube. But I found her through the subscription boxes, and so she does a lot of lifestyle content. And it's funny because there's a whole story about her, but I enjoy her. And again, a little young. I don't know, but I just, you know, I just like the way I copy a lot of her style. If you ever watched her, I like how she connects with people. And you know, and I thought, I like how, it's like, it all makes sense the way she connects. I like her. I watch this one channel, I don't know the name of it, but all she does is, you know, it's mostly real she does. It's all about repurposing, like, I guess it's making sweets. but she repurposes other sweets to make sweets. Like she'll get frozen cookie dough, but you don't see her. You just see the counter, and she slaps things on there, and God, the things she comes out with. And it's funny though, she does do a lot of things with eating raw flour, which I don't understand. You're not supposed to eat raw flour. Like she'll use a cake mix and make cake balls with it, but you're supposed to cook the flour. And unless she's cooking it, but she doesn't show that. She shows her opening the bag and dumping it. We don't see her microwave it, so I don't know. But I do enjoy her channel. Let me think. There's so many. Like I don't have to like. I mean, do I watch weight loss channels? I don't. I do occasionally, but I don't. I mean, I watch Nikki Gets Fit and all that, and Barrett. I even watch Jen Clayton. I do. It's a guilty pleasure. Not as regularly as these channels, though. I will say those are a little bit more infrequent that I would watch them. But mostly I try to do other things, like other things that occupy me. There's this one, I can't remember what her name is. I think she's from she's from Newfoundland? I can't remember, but Healthy Food Sema. She does a lot of plant-based. She's celiac, so she does a lot of things like that. I think she has IBS. I don't know if she's celiac. I know she has IBS, but she does a lot of protein recipes, and she does a lot of protein recipes without. She does use protein powder in some things, but not a lot. I think it's Healthy Food Sema, something like that. She's enjoyable. I think she just hit 1 million subscribers. I think she's the one. I enjoy certain, I enjoy funny things. Like I do mukbangs. Yes, I do mukbangs. I do. The guilty pleasure. But it's not because I'm curious to what they think of the foods that they're eating. Because a lot of them go to certain restaurants and get certain things. And that's where I learned about the Pickle Witch. I would have never known about the Pickle Witch from Jimmy John's if it wasn't from watching mukbangs. And I thought that was the most coolest thing ever. The Pickle Witch, and it was really good. But I enjoyed Jazz and Cam. There's this husband. They're not really married. No, they're not. But they're in a relationship. They have a child. But they are so fun. He especially makes me laugh when he tries things. He just is so fun that I literally look so forward when they have a new video out. I like Morgan Chomps. She's another one that gives really good reviews. Like some of them just eat and moan. Those I don't enjoy. I like the ones where they're really telling you what they're tasting, and it's a flavor profile that I would enjoy. But Morgan Chomps is good like that. Some of them just go, no, I'm not watching those. I'm watching the ones that really give me, and they all do crumble cookie reviews too. That Foodie Liz. Now that Foodie Liz does both. She does the reviews, but she also does the moaning ones. Like I think she double films. She films and then she edits, and then she edits the moaning parts for her ASMR videos. Now that's interesting. ASMR. I do watch I listen. I don't watch ASMR Bakery. It's called, and it's just sounds that they make with different types of equipment, I guess you could say, and it's just like ear sounds. It's interesting. Sometimes when you want to relax, I put that on, and it's very soothing. Like they'll have like plastic bags and they'll just rustle. I don't know, but that's the one I pretty much watch. I don't like the one where they whisper too much. That's just, I don't know. I like the one with the sounds, the ear sounds. Those, and ASMR Bakery has them, and they're hours long. Like if you wanted to take a nap or something, you could put one of their videos on. But like I said, I don't watch too much YouTube, but the ones that I do, oh my God, my friend Barbara Jean. I love Barbara Jean. She's been part of our community for a while. Age is Just a Number by Barbara Jean. She was is a personal stylist for the mature woman, and I love the tips that she gives for mature people. It's like she's not always thinking of the teenagers, and she does everyone have that same body type, and I love she does the thrifty look for less or something like that, where she goes and she gets a iconic look, high-end look, and then she replicates it at the thrift store. So I've often wanted to do that with her, and she keeps telling me, and I just honestly don't have time, to be honest. But it's just fun to watch. I don't know if she's done any of those challenges though. I haven't seen any pop up. But sometimes things don't always pop up on your feed, and that's really annoying. It used to. YouTube is playing games with us. Is This a Number by Barbara Jean. She's from Texas. She's my YouTube friend. I love her though. Let me think, because I probably should have wrote the list, because like there's so many little mini ones that I may watch, not always on repeat, but I do watch. But those are probably the big ones that I pretty much, and like I said, sometimes I just go through reels. And you always watch, there's always like the reel that's viral. There's a viral song that's out there, and everybody does this certain same dance to it. Like I'll go through them. I don't scroll as much on TikTok as I do Instagram Reels, because it's pretty much the same stuff. Because most of them now have both, because of the TikTok threatening to close thing, you know, so everybody went over to Instagram to have a double, you know, just to have a place just in case they shut down. So a lot of them post the same videos in both locations. So so technically, if you're doing Instagram Reels, you're doing TikTok. Just so you know. Anything else? I gotta think. I should have had my computer up and what comes on my feed, which is, like I said, they're not always on my feed. But those have been my go-tos probably, and then other thrift videos will come up. There's a couple other ones I watch, not as frequently as Jocelyn. She's probably my number one flipper that I watch. There's a few others that are okay, but sometimes it's their voices that I don't find enjoyable. And you know, it's like I can't listen to it or watch it. I just can't. So I don't. So there, and that's just a preference. I think everybody's got that thing that, you know, it's just you can't listen to them. It's just I can't. And some personalities you don't get. There's some personalities you're just like watching them, and it's like they think they're on like national television, which I guess it is national television in a sense. But you're watching them, you're going like, really? You're going to say that? I don't know. I try not to be too soapboxy. I truly do. I truly try not to be a soapbox person that stays on my soapbox and tells you, I do this and I do that, and you should do this too. And I'm so fabulous because I donate here and I donate there. Like I told you, Morgan Chomps had said she doesn't really talk about that because it's you know, you don't want to. It's not. You don't, when you do something, you don't want to brag about it. Then it's not. You're not really doing anything. But what else do I frequently watch? Steve's got a whole list of things he watches. He watches local people. There's a guy, he does it. He watches his family in Finland. I can't believe he even watches those, but But it's funny, and once you watch a certain genre, then other videos like that pop onto your feed, which is interesting. You know, this way, like, oh, I watch thrifting flips or Goodwill flips, and then you'll see people that go to Goodwill. And I will say, Jocelyn's pretty popular. I mean, she's about 400,000 subscribers, but I feel like she's one of the original flippers, and a lot of people have flipped since then, and I feel like they copy her style because I've watched her. I know her style, and look at me, I'm copying. I'm not really copying the Kettle Jancy style. I'm just copying the way she relates to people. Big difference. But they literally copy everything. They copy the way she does thumbnails. They copy everything. And I'm telling you, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Let me tell you that. Oh, I've got some stories, but we're not going to talk about that. But yes, people, I don't know what it is. They use you as a stepping stone. When they start a channel, they'll find a bigger channel, and they're like, act like they, you know, want your advice, but they don't. They just want you to basically do the work for them. You know, it's all about finding out your niche. And I'm all a big person that thinks niches are important. I do. I feel like people subscribe for a reason. There's a reason they subscribe. It's whatever you're talking about. And then when you decide you don't want to talk about that anymore, I'm bored, then you can't expect those people to stick around. Because let's face it, would I stick around? No, I wouldn't either. So you have to, people are just like you. It's like I always try to think about that. I can't expect people to do things that I wouldn't do. If I'm watching somebody who's doing Weight Watchers, and all of a sudden they don't, well, that's why I watch them. I don't like them enough, and certain people that you do like enough, I will say. There are certain people you do like their personality, and I've had people tell me if I recited the phone book, they would watch. I get that, but for the most part, it's tough, and it's tough meeting people because everybody almost wants something, and I never felt that before. Like I never felt the need that I was ever. I'm a girl. I'm just recording my life online, recording fun things, and I never realized that there's people with agendas out there, and it scares me because I'm not that girl, and it just makes me nervous. Why it's crowded here all day today. But yes, we're going to end on that, and we will come back. Hopefully I'll have some more ideas while I'm in the store that I failed to mention. But there is always things I fail to mention. Just pull in here. All right, we'll be back for part 2. All right, we're back, part 2. Had to stop at Starbucks to get a sugar-free matcha protein latte. That is so amazing. So yes, I had to do it. And we were talking about YouTube and probably apps too. I remember when I was in the store, I'm like, oh my gosh, you didn't even mention Laura Vitale, the one who started it all. My YouTube obsession was Laura Vitale. Laura in the Kitchen is the name of her channel. Fun fact, she lives like 5 minutes from me, and I never knew that. Well, I shouldn't say that. I know it now. She was my church. I saw her at she had her daughter for religious ed, and they meet on the same nights that we have our meeting. So I was going in, and I pulled up, and the part next to me, I looked over for some reason. I went, oh my God, that's Laura Vitale. I knew she belonged to the church. I didn't realize this would be her night. She picked up her daughter from religious education, and I'm like, I was so excited. I literally, my heart was racing. Now, she's just somebody on YouTube that I watch. I don't know. I just feel like I've watched her since probably 10 years or better. Like I said, she was one of the original ones I've watched. So I would say it's 10 years or better that I watched her. She was before she had her daughter. I mean, it's been a long time. So I was so excited to meet her. And I went up to her and I'm like, I fangirled. I'm like, oh my God, Laura Vitale. I said, I love your cooking now. She was very sweet, very nice. And I was just so excited. I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God. Joe, of course, made fun of me. She's like, really? I'm like, I don't know. She's an icon of mine, you know? I feel like she's an icon. I said, don't people fangirl you? She said, that's different. I'm like, but, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm a softer person. But, oh, it was amazing to meet her. It really was. And I met many of my subscribers, and they get all like that too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, relax. I'm nobody. I always say, I'm nobody. But, you know, I guess it's somebody you watch and then you meet them and it's just like, wow, I feel like I know you. Because you do. You watch them often and you feel like you know them and you just like you're part of their life. You're like your friend. You know, that's how the internet is. But she was one of my favorites. Check her out. She makes really easy Italian food. I've made several of her recipes. They're very simplified and they're so delicious. So I definitely recommend her. It's funny, a lot of it, I was going over my original YouTube, which is where this channel is, and the subscriptions I have over here. This was my original where I used to view YouTube on this channel, and then I do have a couple of Timmy's videos on here. Yes, I do. There's a couple of his piano recitals and his Mr. PVI talent portion when he was in high school, 12th grade. I cannot believe, nobody can believe that he did it. It's hilarious. But I was going over those subscriptions, and I have so many General Hospital ones. Oh my gosh, there's this one who loved the Monica, Allen, Rick, Leslie, triangle. She has all those types of videos, all about them. There's the Luke and Laura one, so I get to watch all Luke and Laura old episodes. It's fun, and it's fun to find people that just post these fun things. Also, there was a place, I just saw it, and this was probably on the top of my head, was Show Me the Curry. They're two Indian girls that they no longer upload, but oh my gosh, I loved their channel. I loved it. There was Cooking, Divas Can Cook. Oh my gosh, she still uploads. She's advanced. She's a lot of fun. Divas Can Cook. And there's the one who, God, Joy of Baking. She doesn't upload anymore, but she's got a lot of good recipes. Joy of Baking. She has joyofbaking.com. But yeah, there was like the original ones. So it's always fun to go back to this channel, and a lot of them don't upload anymore. And, you know, I get it. Life gets life, and you can't really do the fun things. I feel like this is a fun thing. Let's see what time it is. I'm gonna run to the post office. So I can get that. But Divas Can Cook. She was fun. But it's mostly General Hospital stuff here. I was like, oh my gosh, we're General Hospital. But, you know, and I'm sure there's all my children one. There was a Ryan's Hope one that I watched a lot of old episodes from Ryan's Hope. You remember when Maeve locked Jack and Mary in the basement? By accident, of course. Watched that. That was a good one. Oh, when Mary died, it was tragic. Why they had to... I mean, granted, she was the best Mary ever, but when they killed her off, it was just so sad. I mean, they've replaced Ryan. What was his name? It was Patrick, Mary. Who was the oldest? Frank. They replaced Frank, and I love the latest Frank. The one with the curly blonde hair. Daniel Kelly. Loved him. Didn't like the first or second Frank, but I like the last one. And of course, I love Frank and Jill. Frank and Jill. Oh, I love Frank and Jill. And of course, Delia. That woman, when she was on, I think, One Life to Live and General Hospital. She was fantastic. I think it was Eileen Christensen, something like that. She was always phenomenal. She just was. I mean, you don't realize, like, these soap actors, the amount of stuff that they have to learn is insane. But I loved her. When anything she was in, she was always played like this, always a scatterbrained character, but she was always good. So I absolutely loved her. But it's mostly that kind of stuff that I probably watched over here. I sort of get into the cooking. Okay. This is so good. You can make this at home. Heat up your vanilla protein drink and put some matcha in it. You do that with coffee too. So good. But my Facebook games have changed a lot. I love Facebook games. I used to do Farmville 2. I don't do that anymore. I used to do Yoville. Did the what was that? The Candy Pop, Candy Crush. I don't know. For some reason, I could not get into Candy Crush. And I love things like that. I don't know why, but I couldn't get into it. I like ones now where they tell a story, and when you do this level, you build things. Kind of childish, but you know, it's always fun. I love the ones where you have to find the hidden objects in the picture. I used to buy the CDs of that. I think now, you know, nothing plays a CD. Like a desk, there's no like computer that plays it. But you probably can go and just download it. But oh my gosh, but I've mastered those. There was always fun. And there was always like mysteries. Can you find out why this is like this? Give me a mystery and I'm in. Woo! That's my Topo Chico in the back. Did you hear that? They did a deal on it. I stopped at Sprouts and because it was Wednesday and it's $5 sushi. So I got some $5 sushi. And the Topo Chico was a case of 12 for $15.99, which I didn't think was terrible. And it's mineral water, which, if you know me well, that's my favorite. I love mineral water, so grab that. That's all I got. But yeah, I mean, if you had to have a good game, you know, sometimes you do the trivia. The song one was always fun. You had to guess the song. That was a fun one. What happens is I get burnt out. I play, and then I get burnt out. I do. If you know any fun new, like, YouTube, Facebook games, invite me, you know, on Facebook, and I'll play. Because you always need a partner. For some reason, you need partners for all those games. Plus, you get to see how everybody does and all that fun stuff. But, yeah, I found this other one that I started playing on my iPad. I don't know the name of it because I've only played it like twice. But it's only on my iPad, so I don't see it on my phone. Which I could put on my phone. But I do the games Trump because it's bigger. Let's be honest, it's bigger. And your friend here has got cataracts coming in. And how long do they stinking take? I've been fighting with these cataracts. They've been growing since 2017. Okay, I didn't think it'd take this long. I know they have to get a certain, before they're, you know, you get the lens, but I didn't think it was this long. But it is what it is. All right, my lovelies, I am here at the post office, and I will thank you for watching, and I'm glad you're enjoying these ramblings. I love doing them. I was just saying this last night about Vlogmas. I said, I don't mind Vlogmas when it's about me doing ramblings, because I like to ramble, and there's like zero editing involved, really. Unless I say something I shouldn't say and I want to cut it out, which I am who I am and I say what I say. I speak the truth. Sometimes people can't handle the truth. Is what it is. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up this video, comment below if you have a fun Facebook game. I'm always in the mood for a new game. And oh my god, it's getting dark out. We're gonna get some rain here. I don't know. And I will see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas. I don't know what episode we're on. I don't know, 18, 19, I've lost count. But all right, now I'm actually really pulling into the post office. I was kind of down the street, so we're here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for thumbs up and commenting. This is a fun channel where who knows what's going to come out of my mouth and what we're going to talk about. If you have any ideas, put them in the comments too. If you have any idea you want me to like go over, I would love to. Maybe my favorite movies. Oh, that's a good one. It's hard to put down though because I like so many. Okay, let me know. Ta-ta.